Hi, this is your host Finn. Just with a bit of a disclaimer at the start of this episode. We had a bit of audio issues on mine and Madeline's end, because this was recorded over Discord, but I've tried to edit the best around it I could, but obviously it's not perfect, so sorry about that, and we didn't realise this until we'd recorded all 3 episodes, so sorry about the audio quality for this and the next 3 episodes, but either way, enjoy, and have fun with this episode. It's a doozy. Welcome to this episode of the Voynich Manuscript podcast. I'm Finn Hammersley, and today I'm joined by Madeline and Quinn, who's...
Hello!
Yeah, hello.
Hello!
And today is the next episode of our Creatures of Myth series, where we're talking about creatures of Canadian myth. What do you mean, why Canada?
I don't know. Name one animal they have.
Why not Canada?
Otters? They have otters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not just like president.
No, otters are a cold climate creature.
Canada is home of mythical creatures,
Did you say
obviously.
Canadian?
Yes, I did say Canada.
Yeah,
I
polar
meant what I
bears,
said.
Beavers.
You've never seen a beaver.
Neither of you.
When it was big brown beaver.
This is not going to go into the episode. I hope you know this. Normally, I'd cut this stuff out after the theme tune, but no.
Not today.
Anyway, not
Yeah.
today.
Wow, feels special.
Yeah, you should. So, like I explained before we started recording, which I shall explain again, I'm going to get Quinn to pick one of the creatures that I have picked for today's. These are all creatures from Canadian mythology, and yeah, there are 5 in total. And Quinn, if you'd like to pick a number between 1 and 5.
Between 1 and 5, 3.
3?
Yep.
Alrighty. So the first creature we're going to be covering today, and feel free to interrupt me at any time. I will actually be covering a ghost moose in a coming up episode.
Ghost moose?
A
Oh my
ghost
god.
moose. I'm so excited for
I
it.
understand.
It's actually, I think, next month's Creature of Myth.
I understand about the ghost moose. What about the regular moose?
Okay.
I don't believe they
Hey,
exist.
but a ghost moose is cooler.
I've got moose all around my room. I love moose. They're my favourite animal.
Meese.
Isn't it
Meese,
meese? Yeah.
No, the plural is
Isn't the
moose.
plural is meese? No?
That's like saying the plural of sheep is sheepses.
It isn't.
It's not, but alright.
So yeah, the first creature we'll be covering today is not a ghost moose or a normal moose or sheepses. It is a creature called the lutin.
Sounds like golem sheep.
My precious little sheepses.
Yeah.
My sheep is...
The lutin.
The lutin? Does
is
it
our
play
first
the
creature.
lute?
No, but I wish it would.
Oh.
It's basically a small fey creature. It's the Canadian equivalent of. Have you ever heard of a brownie or what? Fuck off. It's also in other countries it's known as a brownie or an elf or a fairy, gnome, goblin, hobgoblin,
So these are all very different things.
leprechaun, pixie, puck, or sprite.
Can you open up like the D&D,
those.
the manual? Pass through it.
No, but I'm sure I can find 90% of those in the D&D.
More than 90, I think.
I mean,
every single one of them.
the only ones I probably couldn't find would be brownie and leprechaun and puck.
I think I have stuff.
You can always add them in.
Yeah. I mean, they just take up the same stat block. It's just this imp, also known as brownie, puck, leprechaun. um, but yeah, these are the lutein is a creature in lutein or brownie or whatever you want to call it is a creature in Canadian, French, German, English, Scandinavian, basically. Canada and a lot of Europe have an equivalent of this. And it can change forms and lives in people's houses, and it can act as a benevolent or a malevolent spirit. So basically, you treat the lutein right, it treats you right. If not,
that's not invaded my house. How are you doing?
So it's a Tinkerbell.
Your rent is
a bit, yeah. It also takes the form of a horse saddle sometimes, which I just thought was funny.
You hear a knocking in the night. You open the basement. You see at the bottom of the stairs a horse.
Today I'm gonna be a horse saddle.
I just think it's funny because, like, taken out of context, that could be like, "Oh yeah, I'm ready to be ridden." Just
No.
It also luteins have a habit of tangling people or horses' hair into what are known as elf locks or braids.
They just give random people braids.
Basically, they give random people or horses braids.
Yeah, I'd love a free braid.
I understand why this creature is feared now.
It's not generally.
Being malevolent, I'd be kind of scared.
I'll get that.
Malevolently makes braids.
I'm going to braid your hair.
I'm the nighttime barber. I cut people's hair.
Okay, Noel Fielding.
I'll be like Sweeney.
No, it's from a comedian called Noel Fielding.
Sure.
So a French fairy tale named Le Prince Lutin, written in 1697, has a description of the air, water, and terrestrial lutein. I have a little excerpt here. You are invisible when you like it. You cross in one moment the vast space of the universe. You rise without having wings. You go through the ground without dying. You penetrate the abysses of the sea without drowning. You enter everywhere. Through the windows and the door are closed. And when you decide to, you can let yourself be seen in your natural form. Basically saying, it can go anywhere it fucking likes.
It can literally just follow you around anywhere you want to go.
Yeah.
Whenever you want, I can teleport into your room, watch you while you sleep.
Cut your hair while you sleep.
In the story, it is described as having a red hat and two feathers, which the two feathers make the lutein invisible.
I just had a thought. Could it, like, hypothetically, if the lutein wanted to kill you, could it just teleport itself inside your body and just burst out and be like alien style?
I mean, I guess if it turned itself into a horse saddle in your body, but
what if it took the lutein form and used its ultra magical teleport everywhere ability and just inside of you and then?
Well, luteins aren't very big. They're about the size of a can.
Have you seen the size of the xenomorphs that burst out in Aliens? They're about the size of a can.
Fair, okay, yeah, I'll take that.
So we're actually dealing with xenomorphs here. That's what I'm hearing.
Have any of you actually? I think a very famous depiction of a lutein. Have you ever seen or read the Spiderwick Chronicles?
Yes, but like a long time ago.
Yeah, I've got the books on my shelf. I love that shit. But the brownie in there is a version of a lutein. I can't remember his name. Like the main fairy that lives in their house. I can't remember its name. Turns into a hobgoblin sometimes.
It's different though. Hobgoblins are like big and
It's like the size of a bottle, not the size of a can. In Spiderwick world, anyway. Don't crush my bottle. So belief in luteins is also spread to North America, particularly in the Canadian province of Quebec, as spirits in the form of either pets, such as dogs or rabbits, or other common animals. Completely white cats are especially considered likely to be luteins, although seemingly any distinctive animal that lives near the home may be regarded as such.
kids, if you ever own a white cat, it's a mythical creature. You need to beat it out of it. Beat the creature out of your cat. Beat the creature out of your cat.
Beat the creature out of your cat.
We do not condone animal abuse on this podcast.
No.
These are the thoughts of my guests and not of my podcast.
My mental insanity is this podcast.
No, it's not. These lutins may be good or evil, with good lutins being attributed powers ranging from control of the weather to shaving the beards of the master of the house before they wake on Sundays.
Why Sunday?
I don't fucking know.
What if the guy's like, oh, I want my beard shaved on a Thursday morning, and then
But he has to do it fucking self.
and the lunatic's like, no, fuck you, you piece of shit.
No. The Luton only shaves beards on the Sunday morning, obviously.
You only get paid for Sundays, goddammit.
Yeah.
Like the pixies that make shoes. Like, you fucking cobbler, don't wake up. We
I
make
ain't
your
doing
shoes for
extra
you.
fucking labour.
I'm not getting paid for this shit.
You're not getting paid at all! So, evil or offended lutins may harass the house owner with any number of minor troubles, such as blunting a scythe or filling shoes with pebbles. Salt is considered abhorrent to them, and they are thought to go out their way of crossing it when it's spilt on the ground. Shit.
This is the obsession with like demons and gay shit like that. Just unable to cross salt. What is it about salt? This natural forming resource that is all over the world. Demons
It's
can't
like-
not go near that. Imagine if it was like a certain sedimentary rock. So I think you might be describing salt now. I'm kind of thinking.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's what salt is.
Why can't the owner is the
Keep talking.
thing is dying. The thing is dying.
Keep talking, fuck you.
He's having a heart attack on the floor. By commentating your heart attack.
It was choking on Diet Coke.
You know what? Next time you leave the room, I'll say something funny. Don't worry about it.
Hopefully it won't happen again. Anyway, so that's the Luton finished. There are 4 more left, so Quinn, 1 to 4, please.
1 to 4?
Yeah.
4.
You picked that one.
Oh Jesus!
Well, one's
Alright.
that one.
I'm glad that we're getting this over early, because this one has a series of complex names,
Yeah.
which I'm not excited to pronounce, and I couldn't find fucking anywhere with pronunciation guides, so I've had to make my own.
You have
So-
to make your own pronunciation guide.
Yep. So I am just going to say a very quick apology to the natives of Canada, because this is
You're about to offend the natives of Canada. How dare you?
The Canadian people.
The Canadian.
like the indigenous people of Canada, because this is an indigenous myth, and I am going to butcher every pronunciation. And I am so sorry. I've had to do this in every one of these episodes, apart from the British one.
Quite literally do this to yourself.
I do, and I don't know why I do it.
It was literally you doing this to yourself.
I know. This is a one-way trip to Cancel Town.
Cancel Town all aboard.
So this creature is the Baxback Wallanucky. It is the greatest and most terrifying being in the Quackwackawak people's folklore.
Sorry, is 100% better.
No, that's the only one I got a pronunciation guide for.
Oh,
His name is roughly translated to Cannibal at the North End of the World, or He Who First Ate Man at the Mouth of the River, or Ever More Perfect Manifestation of the Essence of Humanity.
these long convoluted names. Why can't it just be that guy who lives over there?
The guy who ate a person
Give me a
is a
sec.
cannibal?
I'm gonna have to
Also,
get.
obviously not a cannibal. Not human.
I'm
You
pretty
said
sure
something about
both
eating
of you,
people at the river.
yeah, both of you, I'm pretty sure could get a good idea of what the loot looked like, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a
There's
pic.
like 6 different pictures
I'm-
each showing entirely different.
Yeah, well, this is the one I know is correct. And thank you again to the people at A Book of Creatures. They have been very helpful with this. I think it's just this one. I'm posting a picture of the. Oh,
You don't, nitro.
shut up.
You don't have Discord. yet.
I'm going. I'm going to post the name, the spelling of the name, and Quinn, I'm going to trust you to Google it yourself to get a good look at this fella.
Yeah, right.
I was googling the other thing before.
Oh, anyway.
Yeah, no, I already googled the other one.
Anyway,
Cheating.
I
the
wasn't
more-
cheating, I was looking at a photo, okay?
I just got
God.
the guy with the gun to his head.
Oh, alright. Cool.
It should be
right,
the
that's-
first picture.
Yeah,
The
yep.
fella with the pointy face and lots of mouths.
Yep. Yep. That's lovely.
All right. So he is more succinctly described as man-eater. He's the central figure of the enigmatic Hametsa or cannibal ceremony.
See, I fucking called it. I said cannibal.
You can be a man-eater and not be like an actual cannibal.
Could be a man-eater and just be.
Because cannibal implies that it itself is
well-
a human who is eating other humans.
Yeah.
So therefore, it's technically not a cannibal. It's just a man-eater.
That's a good point.
Okay.
I can't remember anything in this
Yeah,
about
I'm
him
right.
being a human and transforming into whatever the fuck that is.
Yeah, I'm right.
Anyway.
I won the podcast.
Anyway,
You can't win the podcast.
I found a way because that's
You can't win the podcast.
I outplayed the DM.
It's not how it works.
DM is not the word. Host.
yes, I am your dungeon master.
Long time, actually.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've DM'd a full-length game. Anyway, the appearance of the Baxbacker Walanuxi way is horrifying for the viewers at home. He is, or listeners, I guess. He is an anthropomorphic or bear-like in appearance. His entire body is covered in gaping, snapping, bloody mouths, and his call is literally "eat, eat, eat."
Very basic bitch.
His house is covered in red cedar bark with blood-red smoke pouring out of a chimney. I couldn't find a picture of his house, but I could still find a description. It's probably, I don't know, what chemical burns red? Magnesium? No, that's blue. Not important.
We're really smart.
Yeah.
Chloride. Strontium chloride.
Strontium chloride, that's what I was going to say.
I literally don't know what that is.
It's a mixture of strontium and chlorine.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So remember, kids, if you want really cool looking smoke, set fire to chlorine.
Strontium
After chlorine.
chloride.
Yeah, literally just
Or
chlorine.
bleach in your chlorine and then piss in it, and then set it on fire.
Isn't that how you get mustard gas?
Possibly.
Yeah. Ammonia, bleach, chlorine. Yeah, that's mustard gas. Anyway, he is a
If you light
10.
it on fire,
Science experiment in your backyard.
you should inhale much of it.
Anyway, he is attended by a number of equally vile creatures. His wife, Kwaminaga, wearing white and red cedar bark, and his slave, Kinkalalala, bringing him his human meals. Stop it, Madeline. You're gonna. That's look.
Oh yeah, that is actually probably the more accurate one you've done.
Shut up.
It's kind of funny. There's just a slave
Yeah.
goes around bringing people stuff.
Koskokula Nuxiwe, the raven at the north end of the world, pecks out his victim's eyes. Hoxhogwaxduwe, or Hoxhog of the Sky, a giant crane, cracks skulls with its very long beak and devours the brains. Jelog Undzize, Crooked Beak of the Sky, and Nell Starlet, Grizzly Bear of the Door, stand guard. There are just so many great names in this.
Beware the grizzly bear that stands at the door.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd love to have a bear.
These monstrous bird ogres and bear are all an extension of need to get back to the pronunciation guy. Walenoxiwe himself. They are his eyes, ears, and nothing can hide from them. A wise shaman once encountered Walenoxiwe while hunting in the mountains. He was captured by Kwaminaga, who shouted to the man-eater, come and devour him. The man managed to squirm out of Kwaminaga's grip, losing all his hair in the process, and was chased by the man-eater throughout the forests and caves. Eventually he tricked the man-eater, luring him into a pit trap. The ogre and his wife fell into the pit and were incinerated.
What?
I don't know. I just found it very funny.
Don't you hate when you fall into like a 6-foot deep pit and then just incinerate?
Oh, isn't that just the worst day?
Right? Isn't that what you and Nico did in Curse of Strahd?
Jacob and Nico.
Oh, Jacob and Nico did in Curse of Strahd with the hags.
Yeah, they just lured the hags into a pit.
Into a tiger trap and then set them on fire and crushed them with a boulder. It shouldn't have worked, but I loved it so much I allowed it. The shaman blew into the ashes, and they became the bloodthirsty mosquitoes of the earth. The ashes became mosquitoes.
The ashes became
Motherfuckers are the reason
mosquitoes.
mosquitoes exist.
Yeah.
Fuck that goddamn shaman. I'd rather people get eaten alive. Rather than getting eaten alive.
The Hamatsa ceremony itself tells the tale of Noxiwe possessing the young initiate, making him go into a frenzy where he gnashes, bites, and shouts, "Eat, eat, eat." He is then symbolically exorcised, tamed, and inducted into the society. The man-eater and his attendants are represented with spectacular, ornately carved masks worn by the Hamatsa dancers. And do any of you have anything to say about that?
So it's just a blob that has a bunch of other animal-like things with it that goes around and eats people. But then now they just don't because some random bald guy threw them into a pit that somehow lit them on fire. And now they're the reason I can't sleep at night.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Just thought I'd make sure. Thanks, Canada.
That sounds about right.
Any final words, Gwen?
No. The man
Fair
was
enough.
too stunned to speak. That's my final word.
Fair enough. Okay, next. 1, 2, or 3, please, Gwen.
1.
Alright, our next creature we're going to talk about is the Kushtaka. I kind of wanted Sky to be on this episode purely for the Kushtaka, because
Furry.
it's a furry.
Place a fucking fire.
So, I found this cool little story, which I'm going to read out to you, about the Kushtaka.
Like, the kind of read the first line of it, and all I thought it was the Shia LaBeouf me.
As you're walking through the village, or hunting in the woods, or fishing in the sea, a man or group of men approaches you.
Shia LaBeouf, is that you?
These men look just like kinsmen, and you don't have a clue that they're really Kushtaka. In some cases, these malevolent creatures appear when you're lost or injured. They claim that they are intended to rescue you. However, they lead you deeper into the wilderness and either tear you to pieces or turn you into a Kushtaka, which prevents your soul from being able to reincarnate. Thank you, Madeline, for really bringing something to it. Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf.
Kushtaka. Shia
LaBeouf.
Now you're being kidnapped.
Unable to reincarnate with Shia LaBeouf.
Becoming a Kushtaka with Shia LaBeouf.
So Kushtaka, or also spelled, which is spelled Kushtaka, or Kushdaka, which is Kooshdakaha, which is just I won't be able to post another picture, so I'm just gonna send you that through Quinn. So there's some really cool
Yeah,
pictures
please.
of them. I quite like how they look. I'm not a furry.
I'm not a furry, but
Uh,
oh,
otter people.
looks like a
Otter people. That's
lot
exactly what they
Milo.
are.
not Milo, like the lake lurks you find in New Vegas.
So
Is this
not
why
Fallout
people are
3 and not
hunting
Milo.
Bigfoot?
It's a type of Milo.
I think that's
The
my
lake-
favorite.
Yeah, they're actually just lake lurks. Pull up a picture of a lake lurk from Fallout New Vegas, and I'll show you how right I am.
Like, look.
It's one word as well.
Sorry.
Lake lurk. That's layer lurk as well.
What? Oh,
Lake lurk Fallout.
I'm doing great. Oh yeah,
I'm right.
yeah, you are. Huh.
Like,
Anyway.
they got bitches. Their range attack was so strong.
I'm still going through New Vegas. I haven't really
Have
got.
fun with them. They're fucking terrible.
Anyway, so Kushtaka, rough is a literal translation of land otter man.
Land otter man.
They are shape-shifting creatures found in the folklore of the Tlingit people of the Pacific Northwest coast of North America. Physically, Kushtaka are shapeshifters capable of assuming human form, the form of an otter, and potentially other forms. In
That's
some account-
Bigfoot.
What?
It's Bigfoot. Except otter.
Bigfoot, except otter, and I've killed like hundreds of them again.
Anyway, a Kushtaka is able to assume the form of any species of otter. In other accounts, only one type of species of otter. Accounts of their behavior seem to conflict with one another. In some stories, Kushtaka are cruel creatures who take delight in tricking poor Tlingit sailors to their death. In others, they are friendly and helpful, frequently saving the lost from their death by freezing.
See, I didn't see that as saving them from freezing. I thought that they saved them from death by freezing them.
Oh,
That worked too.
so it's went from New Vegas to Fallout 4.
Terrible.
Yeah.
It's actually just the
You know what? If I were lost in the wilderness, I'd probably follow them. I'll just become one. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Well, I'm getting to that. What was I? In many stories, the Kushtaka save the lost individuals by distracting them with curiously otter-like illusions of their family and friends.
I'm all the way in now. Otters?
As they transform their subject into fellow Kushtaka, thus allowing them to survive in the cold.
Heck
That's when
yeah.
it was a child, but it's been turned into an otter.
Fuck!
Father, I require help.
Father, I require small scallops.
Father, I wish to hold hands in the ocean.
Like Billy's like run off into the woods and then you call him back and he's turned into a fucking otter. And you're like, ah shit! Billy! Billy!
Oh
away!"
shit, that's the third time this week, Billy.
Stop transforming into a goddamn otter.
Bad Billy, no more otter!
Billy, we're gonna kick you out of the house if you keep doing this shit, alright?
I don't know what noise otter made.
Why can I not remember the name of the really, really famous book/movie about the whale?
Free Willy? Moby
Free Willy?
Dick.
Moby Dick. That's
Moby
it.
Dick.
It's Moby
one
Dick
of the
with
two.
otters. No, this is definitely not the right one.
Yeah, what?
Kid befriends the whale.
Free Willy?
Yeah, Free Willy.
Free Willy!
It's Free Willy, but otters. Okay.
I thought you were going to say Water Horse, if you remember that film.
I don't.
I love water. I had a
barely-
DVD and it was like Water Horse and Shark Boy and Lava Girl in like one disc.
What
So I
do you
would
think
watch
of
both
the
of them.
2000s teenager TV
Yep.
show on like ABC where everyone was a fucking mermaid. Like,
Oh, H2O just had
H2O.
water?
yeah. It's just that.
H2O, Mako Mermaids, you know, the
Like,
good
if you
shit.
wet, it'll turn into an otter, honey.
What was
You'll
the
be able to swim with your sister.
what's the main girl's name in that? It's like
Otter.
anyway.
Isn't it Cleo or something?
Oh yeah, no, Cleo.
my god, I hate that. When that was around, I can only hear us say no in that sort of way because so anytime like any Australian says no, that's all I can hear. I'm like,
Anyway, just noticing with the picture of the lake look, why is there a death claw with a massive penis?
Oh, hello.
Yeah.
Oh, it's his tail.
His tail is just in the perfect penis.
Yeah, and it curls up at the end so you can't see the end of the tail, so it's just like perfect penis length.
It's called lake look king. Fuck.
I don't know.
Death claw.
Anyway, we're not here to talk about Fallout. We're here to talk about Ottoman. Anyway. Naturally, being turned into a Kushtaka is counted as a mixed blessing. However, Kushtaka legends are not always pleasant. In some legends, it's said that the Kushtaka will imitate the cries of a baby or screams of a woman to lure victims into the river.
That's never happened to us. I'm just looking at that.
Once then, Kushtaka either kills the person and tears them to shreds, or will turn them into another Kushtaka. When did that happen in SKT?
The hobgoblins. When we were, I don't want to say anything because it's going to spoil the actual campaign. We were on our very long trek towards the place with the sheep, and we encountered the lady who was tied up, and then the hobgoblins ambushed us, and I nearly died.
I remember that now, yeah. Okay,
I
so...
almost died to a group of CR2 creatures.
Fucking idiot. Anyway, legends have it that the Kushtaka will be warded off through copper, dogs, in some stories fire, and piss.
Yourself for the Kushtakas.
Yeah, piss on the Kushtakas and they'll go away.
For most people. I think you're pissing on most people that are going to go away.
It will either go in one extreme and they'll run off crying, or run towards you crying. Since the Kushtaka mainly preys on small children, it has been thought that it was used by Tlingit mothers to keep their children from wandering close to the ocean by themselves.
The ocean, honey, you'll turn into an otter.
Wander too far from home, honey, and you will become the Ottoman.
Yeah, no, this like just one of those stories that like your parents tell you so that you don't do something. So you're so scared as a kid, and then you grow up and you're like, that's bullshit. Yeah.
The boogeyman with otters.
The Ottoman. Dun, dun, dun.
The Ottoman will come and get you.
Watch out, children.
Where it's from. It's like holding a rock.
Okay.
I can't remember if it's a Pokemon or if it's something else.
I can't think of a single otter Pokemon apart from Weasel and Floatzel.
I need to find this. This is gonna piss me off if I don't figure this out.
Okay, well, Madeline is searching that. Quinn, you got two more left. Which one do you want? One or two?
2.
2?
Yep.
Okay, the next creature we're going to talk... This is probably, I think, the shortest one I've got. Because it's more just something that I found incredibly cool, and it doesn't have much story to it. But it's called the Occult.
It was in Battle Cats.
I've sent the name through to you, Quinn. The Occult.
The what? Is this a cult?
No, it's not a cult. It's
Okay.
it's an occult.
Yeah. What I was thinking of is there's a type of enemy in Battle Cats.
Huh.
It's a bitch to kill. Oh, that's a
It's
shark.
a whale!
Shark.
It's a whale wolf.
It's a whale?
Whale.
It's like a whale.
Yeah.
D&D.
What? Oh, it's a homebrew.
Is it
And-
killer whale?
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
good.
might use it.
CR4? It's not CR4.
I don't think that. I guess because it's got pack tactics, it assumes there'll be many.
You can get
Anyway.
2d4?
Anyway, we're not here to discuss the merits of this D&D creature we just found based on
Is it a
this
whale
North
dog?
American myth. It's a whale wolf.
A whale wolf.
Well, technically a dolphin wolf because it's based off an orca, and orcas are dolphins.
Yeah.
That image be more realistic then. Second one.
No,
That kind of looks like a Pokemon evolution.
it looks something like something you'd face in Persona.
I think I've not played a ton of Persona.
I know.
I've got like halfway through 5, and that's it.
Let's look at
That's
this.
a Pokemon.
That just looks like a Pokemon. Let's just go on that one. Anyway, so the occult in Inuit folklore The occult is an orca-like composite animal that takes the form of a wolf when on land and is sometimes depicted as a wolf-orca hybrid. In 1900, the American naturalist Edward William Nelson describes the occult amongst a number of other mythical or composite animals. He said in his book, it is described as being similar in form to the killer whale and credited with the power of changing at will to a wolf. After roaming about over the land, it may return to the sea and again become a whale. While in wolf form, it is known by the above name, and the natives say that this is how the change takes place and see wolf tracks leading to the edge of the sea ice and ending at the water, or beginning at the edge of the water and leading to the shore. These animals are said to be very fierce and to kill men.
How does it breathe? That's my only question. Because does it
it breathes air like any other whale?
If it's on land, is it fully shapeshift into the thing, or is it or is it just one body and it's
you know how whales breathe?
Yeah.
Whales don't breathe water.
Whales don't breathe water. Yeah, I know that.
Whales need to breathe air.
I know. That's why they come up
breathe
for air.
Both.
What do wolves air? What do wolves breathe?
I got it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Look, no, I was just thinking internal organs. How does it breathe?
Sorry. But no, it's a shapeshifter, so I doubt biology really matters either way.
Yeah, well, I was just thinking about its organs, okay? No one's thought about organs before.
I'm pretty sure people have thought about organs before.
I wanted to be inclusive of their organs.
Oh, Jesus. But no, it can be both a wolf and a whale, or it can be a hybrid.
Okay, cool. Great. So it just shapeshifts into whatever the fuck it wants.
Well, no, it has 3 forms it can take.
Okay,
wolf, whale, or wolf
that's
whale.
what I meant, though. Wolf, whale, wolf, same thing.
Anyway.
So small, though. I'll DeviantArt.
Yeah, it's DeviantArt. Let's not stay on it for too long. Oh my god, it's got biology on it!
Well, show me the biology. Where?
I'll send a link through.
Please.
To this DeviantArt page. I feel dirty staying on this page.
Don't worry about it.
Anyway, so Nelson attributed stories of the creature to the orca and explained wolf tracks appearing to lead to the sea as a result of ice breaking away from the edge. He identifies other composite animals among Inuit folklore, including a white whale that can transform into a reindeer, and says the belief in the occult is prevalent among Inuit along the shores of the Bering Sea. More recent collections of myth and folklore have used the term Nelson gave for the orca, occult, to describe the composite animal. So, yeah. What do you think? Have you gotten to the DeviantArt page?
Yeah. Yep. Cool.
I think the furries are going too far.
It's quadrupedal.
It's just a little funky shapeshifting.
They put the cub in there. Anytime you see the word cub on DeviantArt, I shivers go down.
Okay, but what would you call it?
Yes, my timbers get sufficiently.
I mean, a whale's baby is called a pup, and a wolf's baby is called a cub. So I would call it a cup.
So you'd either call it a pub or a cub.
No, I like cup.
Cup. Oh, you call it. That's so cute.
Why is it so much like D&D?
I don't know. Maybe it must be a Pathfinder thing.
That's fine.
Yeah. Maybe it's because I look up a bunch of...
Oh my god.
That's actually really cute. I like that. I'll just look up Occult Fakemon, and the first image is really cute. It's like a Pokemon version of the occult. It's really
it's
a Fakemon. All right. The last one we're going to cover is probably the most boring one.
Ben Hammersley.
Fuck off. Well, fuck you, it's French werewolves.
That's somehow worse.
The
French. What else?
I mean, it actually is a persona monster this time.
You'll never see it coming.
So yeah, this last creature we're going to cover is called the Lugaru, or Rougarou. It's a
Wait, no,
legendary...
I need to pick a number.
This is the last one.
I need to pick a number.
Okay, 1, 1, or 1.
4. Shit.
What are we recovering?
We're recovering the occult.
Sorry. Yeah, I meant 1. 100%. Okay.
Yeah, 100% 1.
Mhm.
All right. So the Lugaru or Rougarou is a legendary creature in French communities linked to a traditional concept of the werewolves. I know this is a French creature, but it's also very prevalent in Canada because obviously the French were a big part of Canada.
Canada.
Canada. Anyway, the stories of the creature known as Lugaru are as diverse as the spelling of its name, which has many different spellings. About 5 different spellings. Though they're all connected to French culture through the common derived belief in the loup-garou. Loup is the French word for wolf, and garou is the French word for a man who transforms into an animal. So, wolf man transforms into an,
Wolf man. It's a werewolf.
Every single French person is just a shape-shifting wolf. That's why we can't trust them.
That's why they surrender. They don't want their secrets to be found out.
It's right, because the full moon was coming.
Anyway, the French word loup-garou obviously translates into werewolf, but in French Canada, it denotes a very specific kind of werewolves. The French, the Quebecians know le loup-garou as the unfortunate soul who failed to complete his religious duties in time for Easter.
What's it with Quebec? These creepy things.
Because the 2 French ones I've covered, Quebec is a very French part of Canada.
See, understand that.
No, it's we. C is Spanish.
Anyway, that was a good episode.
Okay, so yeah, the loup-garou is an unfortunate soul who failed to complete his religious duties in time for Easter. Not once, but 7 years in a row. His miserable...
No wonder why he turned. Oh my god. How dare.
His miserable state may also be a punishment for the crimes of either making a pact with the devil or planting potatoes on a Sunday. So, equally...
Potato farmer?
Potatoes on the Sunday.
Potato farmer?
Equally evil things. Yeah.
How dare you be a potato farmer? God.
How dare you want potatoes on a Sunday?
How dare you?
Despite the name, the loup-garou does not have to be a wolf, and can transform into any number of creatures, such as a pig, a cat, a calf, an ox, or another animal. Most of the other werewolf rules apply for this monster, though. He takes his animal form only at night, goes around trying to eat people, but where it differs is if a loup-garou attacks you, you're supposed to throw rocks at it or stab it with a knife.
I think you do that if most things are
Impressive.
attacking you.
If you can manage to draw blood, the curse will be broken, and the monster will revert to its human form. And I just want to say, this next sentence is the most British thing, because afterwards, neither side could talk about it through fear of embarrassment, or being turned into a loup-garou because they talked about it.
Mate, you fucked up that loup-garou. Oh, don't go say shit about it, mate.
We
British,
can't say that name around here.
Aussie.
Oh, both suck.
And unless anyone has anything else to say about any of the creatures that we've talked about today,
Could it turn into an axolotl? Because you said any creature.
closest to Adam
anything.
Sandler?
Yeah.
Probably the Backsback of Walanoxie way. That's,
Oh, the one that kidnaps and murders people.
yeah.
That was.
Yeah.
So you're saying a loup-garou could turn into an axolotl human?
No, I'm pretty sure
You said any. You said
pretty sure it-
any animal.
I'm
An
pretty sure
axolotl
it-
is an animal.
I'm pretty sure it means mammal.
Oh, that's sad.
It could turn into a platypus, theoretically.
Yeah! There we go. Heck yeah!
Platypus man in northern Canada.
An Australian kangaroo can turn into a platypus.
Then you have to stab it.
Has to be Australian. Oh, but then an Australian kangaroo could turn into a koala.
And an echidna.
I did a kid.
Fucking
But
drop.
like, imagine like
kangaroo.
a drop bear, but like it's like fucking 6 feet tall, and you're like, oh shit.
Oh shit! Drop bears are real.
They are real.
Drop bears are real.
I've seen plenty with me own eye.
What the fuck was that Scottish?
You see me scar across my face?
Does an Aussie accent for an
Yeah.
English accent, does a Scottish accent
For an Aussie.
for an Aussie accent.
I don't know.
Getting a
But
bit
I'm the
mixed
most
up there, man.
Australian you can get.
Fucking purebred Australian. I was born here 4 times.
And only one of them was I Australian.
What the fuck?
This has been a dumb end of the episode.
Oh, top tier. Top tier.
Bottom tier, please.
Why is the only thing going through my mind right now? Some like random scene, like Garfield and Friends, the TV show, the Garfield TV show.
Garfield.
What scene is it you've made
It's
me
just the one
curious?
where John tries to force Garfield to go to the gym, and all he just constantly says is, "I am in
No.
shape, round as a shape."
I'm in shape, round as a shape.
Just
Can't
Garfield.
make me. I love that.
I literally
You love Garfield, don't lie.
just said I love Garfield.
Yeah.
I
Garfield's
literally
great.
the opening line to someone I've been talking to recently. It's just how much do you love Garfield? That worked, by the way. I just want to point out that worked.
You have found your people, truly.
I hunted down my people, the people addicted to Garfield.
Garfield, the Deals Warlock. That's a reference none of you will get.
So you could turn into a raccoon as well.
Yes, theoretically a kangaroo could turn
Just
into
Google
a...
every mammal.
Just Google where and then an animal.
Mammal.
Yeah.
Animals.
Where orca. That's a mammal. Where dolphin.
Mammal.
What's the first animal that comes up?
Marsupials.
Oh!
It's the entirety of marsupials.
It's just the whole like umbrella.
Arctic fox
Marsup-
is one of the first ones that came up.
Cute.
An aardvark,
Yes, because that's the
Yes.
first animal in the dictionary.
African elephant, a bison, a specific type of leopard,
Armadillo.
a fox, loading more, Asian elephants, an
Mm.
aye
I love eyes. I get a little fucking gross
Aye.
finger.
Bactrian camels, beavers, beluga whales, binturongs, black bears, black rhinos.
Okay, I think we can pull the episode there without you listing any more mammals.
One more.
Okay, one more.
That's a bit
It
rude.
It can turn into a sea lion.
Oh my
See,
god.
yes, love it. Love it.
See, that's just a selkie. That's a selkie is a creature from Irish folklore, which I will be covering in the Creatures of Irish Folklore episode.
Is that coming? Yeah.
Probably I think 2 months. I have that planned for. I have all of the Creatures of Myth episodes.
Cancel the show.
Yeah, 2 months. It'll be coming out on the 30th of May. Yeah.
Woo.
For anyone, for my
Interested
dwindling
in Irish.
viewership, it's from 20 down to 15 now.
Wow, that's incredible.
Wow.
So all I'm hearing is everyone kidnap people, force them to watch the podcast.
Listen,
If our views aren't up to 25 by the end of the month, we're executing a hostage.
and I'll need to think of some marketing techniques.
Like executing a hostage.
That's a bit too violent for this part. It's not the message we want to send.
Read the podcast or we will kill.
All right. Well, I've been Finn. I'm not even going to correct you anymore.
Which means I'm right.
No. And that has been Quinn, the giggling one.
Woo! Hi, that is I.
Actually, do any of you have anything to plug?
I have a Twitch if y'all want to go give that shit some love.
I'll link it down below. It's
Working hard.
Crafty
Exciting,
Pancakes.
What game
Yep.
do you play on there with the name Crafty Pancakes?
I do literally everything.
You had a
So,
Portal
I do
phase,
everything.
didn't you?
Check.
I love Portal. Portal is my favorite game. I'm probably gonna play it again. So yeah, I love Portal.
I played the first Portal game all the way through, and I kind of got halfway through the second Portal game before I just put it down and never picked it up again.
Bro, no, Portal 2's the best.
I know, Wheatley's great.
Wheatley's amazing. He's my fucking favorite. I love
Played
that name.
Desk Job recently.
I couldn't get desktop.
I haven't played that one
Really?
yet.
I couldn't get
I'm
to
so
work
sad.
on my computer.
I've got it on mine. It takes like half an hour to finish. But yeah. Anyway, thank you, and I guess we'll see you next week. Bye.